Well, welcome to the BNI Effect. And I'm looking forward to a really exciting interview today where we're going to learn more about Brisbane-based business and also some tips and strategies to maximise your BNI membership. I'm Tony Meredith. Ordinarily, I'm a business coach, but today I'm going to be the host of this amazing podcast, the BNI Effect. Today is episode number 26, and today's guest is Warren Pavey. Welcome, Warren.
Hi, Tony. Thanks for the invite.
Hey, thank you for being here. Let's kick it off by you telling us a little bit about who you are and what your business is.
Yeah, I've been in banking and finance for some 45 odd years. Started off at the banks back in the old days before computers. Spent most of it in lending in a whole lot of different roles across Australia, overseas, and even in rural regional areas. So yeah, mainly ANZ, then a fair stint with Suncorp in head office type roles. Yeah.
Right. And so how long have you been in your own business for?
Yeah, I've been self-employed since 2008.
Okay.
First kicked off, GFC happened. Was doing some consulting work to the banks, Q Super, so on. At the same time, I started up my own finance broking business. That evolved into full-time a few years later. And we've recently kicked off Finance Legends with my daughter in June this year.
Great. So you were self-employed and then now it's a family affair as of the last few months, hey?
No, it's been a family affair since 2012.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. First, my son joined. He started up his own business, helped him. He got married, helped him get that going. They're flying along now. My daughter said, "Dad, I want to set up my own brand before you retire." So I'm on the third finance broking business.
I love it, hey, and helping set the
Yeah.
kids up for future success, which is amazing. So, mate, finance is really quite a wide area. So, what is it that finance legends specialize in?
Um, I specialize in complex loans, mainly commercial, self-employed type people, from working capital to funding business purchases to asset finance, cars, earth movers, equipment, that sort of stuff. And also super fund lending. And I was just working on one of those loan apps before we got together.
Fantastic. And I'm delighted that I've been able to give you a break from that. You can have a chat to us here. So you're a member of BNI. So how and when were you introduced to BNI?
Yeah, I come back from holidays about August last year to a letter from one of my clients actually, and with an invite around joining BNI. So I thought, oh, I'll go along and see what it's like. I've heard a few things about BNI. None of them were very good. Um, so I thought I'd find out for myself. And here I am 12 months later.
And so what was it about that, whether the meeting or what caused you or helped you make that decision, particularly because you'd heard some negative things about BNI. So what happened when you went along to that meeting?
Yeah, it was, I guess, probably a month or so before the chapter actually formed. So it was more around the people in the room that I was comfortable with. And I knew two or three people in the room. So that certainly helped. And it was really about, how can we work together, get to know each other, and all the usual BNI stuff that kicked the process off.
And you could have easily listened to those negative comments beforehand, right? Had never gone, but then you would never have experienced what you've experienced in the last 12 months, which is amazing.
That's right. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't listen to those. Um, and one of my clients was one of those people telling me that, oh yeah, I'd been to BNI, and that's that compulsory referral system.
Good on you. Like you said, you wanted to go and see for yourself and make your own mind up. So how has being part of a BNI chapter influenced your approach to networking, Warren?
Well, prior to BNI, and I still do have some external business partners that we refer to, the usual suspects, accountants, real estate agents, those sort of people. But with BNI, it sort of widened my view of referral opportunities So much so that one of my first referrals was to a marriage celebrant. And I never thought I'd be able to refer to a marriage celebrant, but I was meeting with a client who happened to work for one of the large hotels in the city, and was the coordinator for weddings. So that's how easy a referral can happen.
And what was it about BNI, the system or the process, Warren, that sort of opened your eyes up to that ability to refer sort of outside of your, your industry, I suppose?
It's probably the structure and the expectations. And once you get to know the people in the group, they sort of come front of mind when you're meeting with your clients. So I gave an example today because I've also was thrown in as the visitor host for the group when I first started. And my story today to the visitors were, I'm not sure how I can help you, but once we start talking and understanding about your business, then that's sort of how it happens. And they were in the health services industry, supporting people in tough times. And I said, well, I probably get one or two people a week that come to me for assistance with refinancing and paying out their ex-spouse. So I said, they're going through a lot of those times. So maybe it could be a good opportunity for me to refer them to you to talk to someone confidentially and help them.
It's
I'd never
amazing.
thought about that before today.
Well, that's fantastic, right? And that's about opening your mind up, and it's also about building the trust with people. Once you take the time to get to know people, get to like those people, get to build trust with them, then all of a sudden you feel a lot more comfortable in referring to them.
That's right. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and you touched on a visitor host. So for those who aren't familiar with BNI, what does a visitor host mean, or what do they do, Warren?
Yeah, there's a few people that are in the visitor host team because it's a pretty big job. When we have people registered to come along as a visitor, we send out a welcome email with the details of the venue, the time for the meeting, and all that sort of stuff. We greet them when they arrive at the meeting. We take them around and introduce them to people, show them where the tea and coffee is, invite them to during the meeting to tell everybody about their business and themselves briefly. And after the meeting, we then have a bit of a side huddle in a room, and have a chat about any other questions they might have about BNI. And that's where I also let them know about my personal experiences in BNI and how I help people.
Excellent. How do you measure the success of your participation in BNI?
Every meeting I get up and say, hi, it's Warren from Finance Legends. G'day, Legends. Everyone's talking about Legends now. So I gather everyone likes the name. And I've given out something like over 120 referrals in the year, and I've got about half that many back. So I think I'm reasonably successful.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thanks.
How has your business evolved since joining BNI?
I've got some new referrers, obviously, and and as a result of that, I have some new clients. So as well as just the basic things like that, it's more about I now have a new number of other relationships with professionals like accountants, lawyers, insurance brokers. Most of my small business customers always have a bit of a whinge about their insurance broker, so I tend to get quite a few insurance referrals. So it's helped me not only with getting to know the team and having more friends that I class them more as friends than networkers. But also it's helped me with my confidence to talk to people in the group. So more on the leadership communication style.
That's amazing. So not just the commercial reality, but also you've got a lot of personal development, as you said, that ability to feel more confident, to be able to articulate, to communicate to a group.
That's right, yeah. Most people are nervous when they talk in front of a group, and the 30, 45-second intro that you get up and do every week in front of your peers at BNI is invaluable.
Fantastic. What advice would you give to new BNI members, Warren, to make the most out of their membership?
Make the effort to get actively involved. Yeah, don't just show up for the week.
So you get out of things what you put into them, hey?
Correct, yeah. Yep.
I love it.
You have to put in a lot more effort before you get things out of it.
But be patient, so put that effort in, be patient, and when you follow the system, then the results will come. So
that's right, yeah. My first 6 months was pretty quiet. I had a lot going on in my personal life with elderly parents and things. And the 7-month review come around. So after the first 7 months, one of the team comes around and talks to the particular member like me, and they said, "Oh, how are you feeling about this? Rah, rah, rah." And I had a chat to my wife the night before, and I said, "Oh, look, I don't know if I'm really going to last the distance or renew my membership at the end of 12 months." And she sort of said, "Well, I think you really like this BNI thing, because of the group of people." And she was right. Yeah. So from then on, I've given it 120%.
good on you, good on you. And
Yeah.
it's amazing, Warren, because you could have easily just said, you know what, it's not for me. Hey, I had all these negative voices before I started. Hey, the first 6 months I was distracted with all the things that were going on in my personal world. But I love the fact that you said, no, I'm going to commit to this, and it sounds like it's reaping rewards for you.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah.
Good on you. But what's next for your business, for the finance legends?
Um, I'm working with our leadership consultant in the group to help develop my daughter's skills and confidence, because I'm doing all this for her. It's her business. I'm just supporting her, as I've done for my son previously. So over the next 5 years, I want to continue that development and provide her the support, because we're going to have to recruit at least one staff to take my place when I decide to slow down a bit. So that's going to be the focus of it.
What a wonderful dad you are, mate. That's excellent. How do you see your relationship with BNI evolving as your business grows?
Well, it's definitely going to continue at the moment. I've renewed for another year. We're all about to change over different roles in our group, and I'm looking forward to helping the new executive committee achieve their stretch goals of growing our membership.
Fantastic. Warren, if you could share one piece of wisdom to our listeners, they may or may not be in BNI, what would that be?
One piece of wisdom, I guess, is to think about where you want to be in 12 months, 2 years, 3 years' time. Have a chat to someone else in business about what they've achieved and how they've done that. And there's plenty of people in BNI that can help you, not only in your chapter, but beyond that in other chapters, and just get on with it.
Terrific advice. Thank you. How can listeners learn more about your business and get in touch with you, Warren?
We've got a web page. Our contact details are on there. If anyone sees my big American pickup truck, my mobile billboard driving around, that they'll soon see our business colours, etc. But yeah, a phone call. We like the personal approach. We go and see customers. We don't ask our customers to come and see us at an office. Have a very personal approach.
Fantastic. So the website is what, Warren?
financelegends.com.au.
.com.au?
That's right. Yep.
Beautiful. Very good. Well, thank you. Well, that wraps up another episode of the BNI Effect. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. And I want to extend a massive thank you to Warren Pavey for sharing some of his insights with us. If you found value in today's episode, then please subscribe wherever all good podcasts are found. And if you'd like to learn more about BNI, please reach out to us at BNI, and we're more than happy to help you. Other than that, thank you for listening and enjoy your day.